Welcome back, everybody. I'm super excited to have you guys here with me today. I picked up these 5 different drinks at this Jerusalem corner store that I found in downtown today. I was doing some shopping downtown and I found a store and I was like, let's go inside and let's kind of see what they have to offer. A lot of these stores, when you go inside them, they usually have like different snacks, different chips, drinks, candy bars, and everything. So I looked in the back, I saw a drink section, and I saw that they had, and this is nothing too different from other stores, but for the prices of them being either 75 cents to $1 each, or the fact that I couldn't find some of these drinks in other stores, it was pretty interesting. So I went ahead, I picked up 5 drinks. I got cola champagne, manzanita sol, manta india, postobon, manzana, and tropicoco. So these are different from your average. Oh, so sorry about that. These are different from your average Coca-Cola, Sprite, Mountain Dews. These are kind of like island types of drinks you find in Puerto Rico, Mexico, those type of cultures. So I kind of wanted to be different and go through them all, taste them all, rank them all, and see what we think's the best and what we think's the worst. So enough talk. Let's get through everything. We're gonna taste everything, go through it all, and like I said before, see what's the worst and see what's the best. So, what should we start out with? I like this little can right here, the Manta India. I like how it's just super tiny compared to the rest of everything else. You guys can see, look at that. It is almost to the size of my pinky. So we'll go with this one. Start off here. If you guys are used to my videos, I usually try to say 1 or 2 things good about the item we're either drinking or eating. I try not to give too much away, but I'll leave mainly all my side comments for the end of the video. I'll just probably give like I said 1 or 2 good things about it and move on to the next drink. So that way we don't give too much away. And we'll do about 2 sips each. So when you think of Manta, there's Manta India, there's Manta Goya. Manta is kind of like a malt carbonated flavor type of drink. Let me see if there's really more explanation on it. Yeah, there's really no explanation of what Manta really tastes, what it really tastes like. But if from explaining it on what I'm tasting, it's kind of like a sweet cola type of flavor, like a malt flavor. It's really sweet. It's really rich. Try not to give away too much, but that's really the best I can say for Manta. If you haven't had Manta, I definitely suggest you get in and try it. They're usually 75 cents. They're usually $1. You can find them in downtown, like Chicago, downtown New York, California. They're real Texas. They're really in bigger states like that. And I'm pretty sure you can find them in other states as well. But not to give too much away, Manta, enjoying the Manta so far. So we got the Tropic Coco, we got the Postobon, we got the Manzanita Sol, and we got the Cola Champagne. We went ahead, we tried the Manta India. It's pretty good. Nothing to complain about. So I want to be different. I kind of want to go with a different color than red since we just chose a red can. So I want to go with Postobon, Manzana Postobon. So what it says off of here is that it is a apple flavored soda. So and straight up off the bat, you can smell lots of apple flavor, like bubble gum, super sweet, super Like the smell is all there for sure. And this is my first time having Postobon. This is my first time finding this type of soda. I have not had this one. And kind of like I said before, we kind of like I said before, we sipped it. It smells like straight apples. When you sniff it, you get a straight scent of apples. Bubble gum. Super sweet. I really enjoy how the can is pink as well. So I really enjoy that. Super hard not to give more than one or two things away from it, just because it's the flavor just grabs onto you through each drink, and you try to explain it and explain it. Yeah, like I said before, apples, bubblegum, sweetness from the flavor to the smell. It's really, really, this is a really solid drink. Go out with the make sure we're saying it right. Manzanita Sol. I really, what I really enjoy about these cans is like the designs about them. Like they're usually coming from Mexico. They're usually coming from Puerto Rico. Like it's pretty interesting how they offer different types of flavors and everything. It's just really good. Have you guys ever had manzanita sol? Yeah, tasty. It's really this one. See, this one really actually tastes. So without explaining too much off of it, this one kind of tastes. No. Let me rephrase that. This is very different from the Postobon. It's like you can definitely tell it's a different apples that they're different apples that they're using. These are well, you can tell these are the red apples. So I'm guessing this one's probably the like could be the Granny Smith apples, or could be the same apples that they're using, maybe just made differently. So, but nonetheless, really enjoy the Manzanita Sol. When I think about these drinks, I just think about the fact that they're still pretty cheap. You know, they taste the same that they tasted years ago. And they're pretty popular in a lot of cultures. You know, so you really can't beat drinks like these. They're really good. They really are. I'm gonna go with the Cola Champagne, so you guys can see that. Cola Champagne is my dad's favorite. It's my uncle. My uncle loves it. My aunts, they. I don't remember a party not seeing Cola Champagne there, or Manta or stuff like that. That's a huge drink when you're living in a Puerto Rican household. Yeah. Just brings back memories, you know. It's a really solid drink. It's really sweet. It just makes you feel young again. It makes you feel like I said, when you're having a party, man, you just look up into the sky and you think, wow, I was young back then, huh? But enough talk. Yeah, that is such a great soda. I actually know somebody from my past who every time I brought one of these around, like either when I would pick it up at school, because there was a section at school where there was sell these for about like 80 cents. I always said, "Hey, do you want some? Like before I'll sip out. Do you want me to pour some in the glass for you?" He'd be like, "No, no." He'd be like, "No, I don't want this. I don't want to taste this." Um, and I just it's crazy. Seriously, it really is, because you think about all the times you think about it, all the funny times you had with them, and I just shout out to him. Shout out to him. He just made me think of a funny story of how he never enjoyed these. He didn't want to sip it. He didn't want to taste it at all. He never did. But yeah. So we're gonna move on to the Tropicoco. So Tropicoco, sparkling coconut soda, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Excuse me, guys. Um, Tropicoco is one of those pops where it kind of feels like you're drinking ice cream. So let's taste this out. Yeah, like I said, really gives you a sensation of like coconut bars, melted coconut ice cream. Just it's a good drink. It's so much coconut flavor. It's so much sweetness of the flavor that I feel like if you're a big coconut head, you're a big coconut fan, a 12 pack of these aren't gonna last longer than probably 2 days in your household. Mm. Super sweet. Like I said, delectable. It's very hard not to give more than two things away, but this is a very, very tasty one. Um, it's how could you say, like, just so hard not to want to buy out the whole store, because I saw like 10 or 15 more exotic, and they're not even exotic. They're just like island drinks. I saw 15 more of them that I wanted to pick up, and I was like, you know what, let's just grab five and we'll come back next time and grab another five. So now I want to rank everything. I kind of want to give everything one last sip, and then we'll be able to see where everything goes. So let's take a sip out of everything. So if I'm ranking everything from worst to best, straight up off the top, I kind of already get a familiarity. Sorry about that. Of what I already want to put in last place, and it has to be the Manzanita Soul. And kind of right away, I kind of already programmed it that I think it was going to either head around the third, fourth, fifth place, just because it has that good apple flavor, like I said, with the Postobon, but it doesn't really match the sensation and sweetness that I get with the Postobon. So that's kind of what had already knocked it down from being above the Postobon. Then on sweetness and tastiness of the cocoa and the cola champagne and the manta, it just didn't really meet expectations on the sweetness and the taste. I just didn't believe that it could have hit anything better than these. So at number five, we have the Manzanita Sol. At number four, I wanted to put the Manta India at number four, just because I feel like Manta India is a good manta, but it's not the best manta. If you want to look for a good manta, you want to grab Manta Goya. Now that's a good manta. They usually sell those for 65 cents or 70 cents for the bottle, and they're really good. They're really tasty. Um, so at number four, I'm gonna put the Manta India. Number three is kind of where it gets a bit difficult, because these three were really tasty. They were super sweet, super superior in flavor. But if I had to be honest, number three, I will go to the Tropic Coco. Just because I love coconut flavor. I love anything with coconut, but excuse me. But to people who don't enjoy coconut, who aren't going to be big coconut fans, they aren't going to really enjoy this. So I just, excuse me, excuse me, just feel like this would have to be like a number three spot. And then it's not the best coconut flavor I've ever had. There's way better coconut flavors, but still, nonetheless, Super sweet, super coconutty, and everything in the flavor is perfect. It really is. But number 3, we got the Tropicoco. And number 2, I want to go. Let's say so. I want to say, yeah. And number 2, I'm gonna go with the Cola Champagne. Now, although it gives me memories of, like I said, it gives me a lot of friend memories, a lot of memories of my family and everything. It doesn't crack the scale of being number 1, just because it would be too biased of me just to choose it off of it brings me memories and it brings me family memories. No, I'm going here off of flavor. I'm going off of pizzazz. I'm going off of love. And the Postobon is what gives me the love. It gives me the satisfaction. From the flavor to the color of the can to the smell, it all was beautiful. It tasted like apples, bubble gum, super sweet, super carbonated, and everything of what you look for when you were looking for an apple type of soda. So at number 1, we got the Postobon. But still, nonetheless, it doesn't take away anything from the flavors of all the other 4. Cola Champagne, Tropicoco, Manta India, and Mansita Soul. Everything was great. Everything was tasty, banging. And you know, I definitely get it again, guys. This was fun. This was so fun. I appreciate everybody being here with me. I appreciate the love, the support. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for being here with me. I love you.